to Heart with Sibongile Mofokeng on Radio Pulpit. Heart to Heart.
It is Heart to Heart, and I am Sibongile Mofokeng with you up until 3 o'clock, and that is Active Worship, and the title of the song, Brave. Before that, it was, of course, Marvin Sapp, Deeper. And if you're watching us on Facebook, you can see I'm not alone, I'm not alone, I'm not alone. Actually, she's like, your name is my name. And I'm like, yeah, I thought so too. I am Sibongile, she is Kelebogile, but I'm the plural.
Yeah.
And you're the singular. Welcome. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to Radio Pulpit.
Ah,
Is it your first time here?
yes, I've been wanting to
Kanjani
come through.
Kelebogile?
I've been wanting to get through, but but you know God's timing. I believe today is the right time.
Yeah, you believe that today's the right time.
Yeah.
And you are the semi-finalist of Mrs. South Africa, Universe South Africa. Can you describe this for us? Because we only hear Miss South Africa, Mrs. South Africa, Mrs. Universe, all of that. So tell us about your pageant.
Okay, Mrs. Universe South Africa, it's for women who are married, divorced, and widowed.
Even the divorced and widowed.
Yes.
As long as you still carry the Mrs. title.
If you've ever been a Mrs.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so it's basically to empower women and to say, even if to give you a second chance. Like with me, I wanted to be a Miss Teen, I wanted to be Miss SA, I wanted to enter those pageants, but at that time my self-esteem wasn't on point. So now when I saw this pageant, I'm like, okay, fine, this is an opportunity for me to now make my childhood dreams come true. And here I am.
Besides the childhood dreams, what are some of the things that one gains when they're in a pageant? I believe there are certain things that you do that empower you as an individual.
Okay, the pageant, there's a lot happening behind closed doors. Yeah. You see us coming to radio stations, you see us posting on social media, but there's a whole lot of work happening in the background. Part of what we do is to empower other women. Like this past Saturday, we attended, we were at a shelter for women who have suffered from domestic violence. And some of these stories are very scary. Some women ended up dead because they went back to their husbands and stuff like that, and things like that. Oh, okay. You asked me, what do you gain out of this? With me, I've made a lot of contacts. My network has grown. I'm out there more than ever before. I'm not a social media person. I prefer not to post, but now with this pageant, I have to post. I have to, like, you literally have to know where I am,
Yeah. Wow. So who is Kelebogile?
Kelebogile, I usually say I'm originally from the States, the only state in South Africa, the Free State.
Mara Kelebogile.
So you see, I come from abroad, very far. Yeah, apart from that, I'm a mother, I'm a published author, I'm a ghostwriter, I'm a businesswoman, and yeah, that's basically it. And I'm a semi-finalist for Mrs. Universe South Africa.
And how's your relationship with Christ?
My darling, God has a way of humbling you and drawing you closer to Him. At this stage in my life, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm relying on Him to guide me, to lead me. Even this morning, today, I didn't have anything planned. When you called me, I was like, this is part of God's plan. This is not my plan, and I have to do whatever that He wants me to do, So I've grown spiritually, and I don't do anything before praying.
Yeah.
God has a way of pulling you towards Him to say, calm down. And it humbles you so much that it even teaches you humility, and to care for others, to have empathy. So that's my relationship with God. I can't do anything without God.
You can't do
I can't
anything.
do-
You are
no.
nothing
I'm
without the
nothing.
Lord.
I'm nothing. Even sometimes, I get so many calls. I get so busy during the week, and at some point, I feel like I'm losing myself, and I know the only place that I can go, the only person that I can ask for guidance from, it's Him. So I need to kneel down and have a serious conversation with Him to say, who do you want me to be in this season? How do I go about this? Yeah.
Wow, that is like really awesome. And so you spoke about your self-esteem when you were growing up. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, I used
You
to
said it was very low.
No. I used to enter pageants.
Oh, okay.
But I never thought I'd go nationally or maybe internationally at this stage.
Yeah.
At that stage, sorry. I didn't believe that I could do it at the time, But
Why?
I think I'm originally from Bloemfontein, so I've never seen a Miss South Africa or Miss
coming
Teens
out from Bloemfontein.
And only in the past few years, you would see only white Miss South Africa who comes from the Free State or from Bloemfontein. So so back then I didn't have, like, I was not skinny, but I was bony.
Aibo.
I was bony at the time. So I think it was all about fear. I let fear cloud my judgment and my decision making. Yeah, I didn't believe in myself as much as I do now. Yeah.
Do you find that, as you're working with women and I believe you're also working with girls, do you find that a lot of people look at life from that angle to say, I don't have anyone to identify with in where I'm at. And so that makes it difficult for them to try out with new things in life because there's nobody to identify with.
That's what's happening currently, because in my neighborhood, I'm the first one to have been an author. I'm the first one to have entered such a pageant. So I'm always raising eyebrows. Kelebogile, like people, my mom would say, how did Tshesebe? Like, orata dilo. It's not about orata dilo. It's about believing in yourself.
Yeah.
So I published my book in 2021.
Okay.
And then there's this other lady. She was one of the few people, the first maybe 3 people who bought my book. She read it. We went to the same school. She read my book. She gave me so many reviews on Facebook and all that. Currently, as we're speaking, she has a finished book.
Wow.
Yeah. So I inspired her to write a book, and now it's her life story. So getting feedback like that, it says you're doing something and some people are watching. People are watching, and keep doing what you're doing and keep pushing. Yeah.
Somebody is afraid of attempting right now because they haven't seen. What do you say to that person?
Fear will never get you anywhere. And self-doubt will always be there, but push through. Because even with me, I just took the first step to enter the pageant. When I received the email that I was accepted into the pageant, I was in ICU. I had blood clots in my lungs.
What?
Yeah, I only saw the email 5 days later. And in that week, I had to attend our first workshop. I went there, smiled with everyone. No one knew anything until last month, around the 26th, when we had our high tea. That's when I explained. And a week before then, I had to get a blood transfusion.
Okay.
Because I was very anemic and my blood count was very low. So it's things like that that makes you see that God is giving you another chance to live, So I even said at that event, do not let your circumstances define you. Don't stay back and say, because of this, I can't do that, because you will forever regret not getting to the finish line. You know, I'm excited. I want to see where this is taking me. You know, yeah.
Now, what caused the blood clots?
Is the pills that I took. They were prescribed by a doctor, and they were not good for me. So,
Oh, you
that's
said
why.
you were attending to a health matter. Is it just the anemic and all that, or the pills caused
the
that?
pills. I was already anemic.
Okay.
And then I started taking those pills in the month of June. Hardly 3 weeks. That's when I was admitted. For 4 days, I was in ICU for 3 days, and then the fourth day I was in the general ward, and then the fifth day I was discharged. So yeah,
That is a scary situation
it's
to
a
be
scary situation. I'm on blood thinners now,
in. Yeah.
but it makes you look at life differently. You know, I follow Sarah Jakes. I don't know if you know her.
Yes. The daughter to
Yeah,
TD Jakes.
I feel
Yes.
like that woman knows me personally for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah.
Because whenever I go to her videos, she would always say something that's happening in my life at that moment, something that I need to hear, you know. So it's people like her that has made me to say I'm sitting here as a semi-finalist. Hopefully, will be a finalist soon, because we are getting our session next month,
Okay.
in October, the 27th of October.
Yeah.
Yeah. So life is too short. You need to follow your dreams. You need to do what you've always wanted to do, even no matter how scary, and especially when it's scary. That's where
Especially when it's scary.
Yes, that's that's when you should do it, because you learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about the people around you. You don't take anything personally anymore. I don't take anything personally anymore. Even if I don't get support from people that I expect support from, I understand that no, they don't understand my vision. You know, even after I got discharged the second time after the blood transfusion, someone asked me, "Keba, why don't you stop with the patient? Maybe it's stressing you." I'm like, you don't know my destiny, you know? So I'm not going to listen to you. But I didn't say it to them. I said it to myself to say, I'm not going to listen to this person. She is not in my life. She doesn't know what God is doing in my life. I also don't know what God is doing in my life. So I'm going to follow through until the end, you know?
Until the end.
Yeah.
Wow. And what are some of the things you desire to do after you have won the pageant? Because it looks like you're winning it already.
Thank you. Some of the things that I never took charity seriously. Like I never thought I would be someone who would be organizing a charity event. I never thought I had enough to give back. You know, so through this page and through this journey, meeting different people, and especially the charity that I'm working with now, I have a fundraising. I've partnered with some comedians. So this coming
Okay.
Saturday, we will be having a comedy session, but raising funds for this particular charity that I'm working with. So I think after this pageant, I would really pay attention to a whole lot of charity work, a whole lot of mentoring, motivational talks. I feel like I need to empower more people. You know, I need to pull up more people to say this is possible, even if our journeys are different. But whatever that you desire, I would want to see you pursue it. You know, yeah. So
Don't lose an opportunity to
never,
pursue.
never.
How did you know that this is you? Okay, but you started from when you were young, ne? So you've been doing pageants at a young age. So do you feel like this is me? You know, I've been called to follow this line.
To be honest with you, Name, I like dressing up.
Tell me, is there a woman who doesn't?
Yeah. So I like dressing up, and the only thing that I learned in the pageant was makeup. I never used to wear makeup.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm still taking my baby steps in that. but I feel like where I've always wanted to be. You know, when
Right.
you're fulfilled, you know, the two fields that I'm in, the writing space, the creative space. I love poets. I love your comedians. I love people in the arts. You know, I love writers and all those people.
Yeah.
And I've also realized that pageantry also is a part of me. So now I need to figure out a way to combine the two, you know. So I really feel blessed to have gotten this opportunity, you know.
So
Yeah.
for you, it's all about lifting others as well.
Lifting others, yeah.
It's all about helping people reach their dreams.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I also have a podcast.
Okay.
Before all these things, I started a podcast. It's called Riabua, where I would invite people who are doing something with their lives but are not recognized. You wouldn't read about them in the newspapers. I would follow you on Facebook and I would see every week you're doing something. So I would invite such people to my podcast, and we would have a discussion, and after that people will tell me, no, Kelebogile, people are starting to take me seriously. I've gotten followerships. There's this other guy who's an artist. He does portraits and stuff. I see him doing well now. People are starting to take, because
recognize you.
yeah, it's a blog and podcast. So I would write a summary of who you are and what you do, and then play the podcast like on YouTube and different platforms. So people really like that. So I think after this as well, I'm going to focus on that. I believe
Because
in
it
people,
helps
yes, I
lifting
believe
them
in
up.
people who follow their dreams to the very end, against all odds, you know. Yeah.
Wow. Family, I'm talking to Kelebogile Tshesebe, and she is in the, oh, I see Frank Jacobs is like, ooh. And she is a semi-finalist to the Mrs. Universe South Africa, and you can talk to us in studio. She mentioned something that, captured my mind up until now, that we are nothing without the Lord. She does what she does, and it's doable because of Him. And thus we give you the sounds of Dr. Tumi, Nothing Without You.
For the Lord who
Plug in, feel the pulse on Heart to Heart with Sibongile Mofokeng on Radio Pulpit.
iRadio Pulpit 657 AM umhlobo kwabo banhliziyo zidakumbileyo simamele kwi-app okanye utyelele uradiopulpit.co.za.
Sukkel jy om te hoor in geraas? Ons kan help. By die Oorinstituut waarborg ons jou gehoor sal verbeter of ons betaal jou geld terug. Ons het takke reg deur Suid-Afrika en Namibië en ons professionele span sal jou die beste advies bied. Besoek oorinstituut.co.za vir jou naaste tak. Oorinstituut. Dis waar uitstekende gehoor begin. Wees en wees geld.
Have you set up your will yet? Maybe you don't know how to proceed and you're wondering where to begin. Don't postpone any longer. Tune in to Radio Pulpit 657 AM and Radio K Pulpit 729 AM from Monday to Friday during Wills Week from 11 to 15 September 2023. With the help of the A2 Group, we will answer all your questions about wills. Call us on 012-334-1200 or send an email to audrey@radiopulpit.co.za for more information.
This is Heart to Heart with Sibongile Mofokeng on Radio Pulpit. Heart to Heart.
I am Sibongile Mofokeng, and I'm with you up until 3 o'clock. I'm not alone. I'm with a beautiful queen in the studio. Yes, she's still in the pageant, but she's a queen.
Yes.
Yeah. You are a queen.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a queen. Whether you have won or not, you remain being a queen.
Yes.
And so it is such an honor to have you in studio with me. And family, the lines are open for you. You can talk to us in studio. I'm with my queen, Kelebogile Tshesebe, and you can also share your commands or ask your questions, whilst she's still here. Once she's gone, I won't be able to respond to your messages. But I heard something there by Pietro Small. Hoe gaan dit met koningen?
Hi, Radio Pulpit family. It's so nice listening to you because our TV channel doesn't work out it too.
Oh my.
So in my car listening to you, you must have a blessed afternoon. And please keep praying for my aunt. She's still in ICU and my God will happen. Blessings and thank you for everything. Bye.
Pietro, ons is baie lief vir u. And thank you so much for tuning into your car when the channel is not working, just to listen to us. It's such an honor, my koningen. And may the hand of the Lord be upon your aunt in ICU. He's able to reach us in any place. The Bible says his hand is not shortened, and we believe that his hand will reach out where she's at the ICU, and also help with the wisdom, where the doctors are concerned in handling her. And thank you so much. Drive safe, because I can hear you're driving as well. So drive safe. We love you so much. Thank you for tuning in and being with us. Now, you're talking about raising others, and you mentioned something when we were off air, my queen, Kelebogile. You spoke about even the show that you're putting together, that these are upcoming comedians. They're not well known yet.
No.
Will your podcast be there at that area, lifting them up?
I think the podcast, I'll focus on it.
But will you be shooting the event?
Yes. I have a camera. Yeah, I will be shooting the event. It's part of my portfolio of life. You know, I usually say I don't want my great grandchildren to ask about me. I want them to be able to Google me. You know.
You have to be Googleable. Googleable. Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe we rise by lifting others. And I believe in the power of collaboration. So I'm also working with a lady called Frida in Mabopane. She is a national something in the Rise Mzansi thingy. So we have a poetry session this coming Friday in Mabopane. It's at some Kawash. So we also, the person that will be hosting the event is a talent manager for upcoming comedians. So this is an opportunity for these comedians to showcase their skills. They might be signed by him, you know. So I believe in doing that, you help me, I help you.
And
Now,
you
in
rise
yes,
by helping
and
others
yeah,
rise.
and in this case, we are doing this for a charity, but everyone is winning.
Now, most of the
You know.
parents are afraid of their children entering into pageants. They're thinking exploitation. You find now a child doesn't, okay, when you were automatically, when you were skinny.
I was bony.
But right now when one looks at you, you are like, wow, beautiful.
Thank
and I
you.
believe even then when you thought you were bony, you were still beautiful. And so most parents are afraid of their children entering into pageants and other things, they're trying to lead pageants because there's exploitation out there and all that. What advice do you have?
Most of these things come from parents not supporting the dream, firstly.
Okay.
If you get involved, like whenever your child has like catwalk lessons, if you take them there and see what they're doing, if you attend whatever event that they have, your support will be a surety to you, and you will also get knowledge into the industry on what's happening, So I think
So it becomes scary because you're outside, you're not
yes,
involved.
and
Okay.
again, if I'm sitting here and you sitting there, and I'm the mother and you're the daughter, and you keep going up and down, I see it as you being I don't know how to put it, but you are out there doing whatever that you're not supposed to be doing. But if you are hands-on, if you are involved in your child's journey, you get to see exactly what they're doing. You know exactly where they will be at what time until what time. So I feel like parents should be more involved and support the dreams of their kids. Steve Harvey said he never even listened to your own parents saying you can't do something. He even said growing up, his mom told him that he was not funny. Who's going to laugh at his jokes? And then one teacher at his school said to him, who in this community have you ever seen on TV if you say you want to be on TV? So it's things like that. The dream is inside of you. No one is feeling what you're feeling.
Yeah.
So
Sure. Pursue.
pursue.
All right.
And
Just hold it right there,
okay,
my queen.
sorry.
Let's take a family member on the line and then come back to you. Hi, family.
Okay.
How are you?
Hello, both my queens. How are you?
Hi.
Babu Vilagazi. Welcome.
I'm greeting our pagan queen there.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Uyazi.
Ngifuna ukumqinisa ngequote eshiwo Dr. Tlalane.
Yes.
Asitshela nge-life yakhe. It's not easy, but she's there always. So Dr. Tlalane says, in life, our greatest test is when we are blessing others. Even when we are going through our own storms. I like that. Even when we are going through our own storms. So, thank you, my ladies.
Thank you,
you so
Babu Vilagazi.
Thank
God
you.
bless. He says he's strengthening you with that.
Yes,
and I
amen.
believe that it's also strengthening another person who's
Yes.
listening, who's asking themselves, do I qualify? And he says, the greatest is when you're helping another person.
Yes, yes.
Even when you yourself are going through the most. And that is like really beautiful. And that's what you're doing.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. Like I said, I went into the workshop, smiled at everyone, made friends and everything while I was still in pain, I didn't want to lose the patient because I felt like this is where I want to be. I don't know where this journey is taking me, but wherever it's taking me, I want to go,
Yeah.
God as my guide, God be with me, So this is just me saying collaboration. There's power in collaboration.
Yeah. And there's more power in collaboration between a parent and a child who wants to do something in life. And I think as families, sometimes we do not understand. Maybe, let me ask, do family members have the right to ask questions to the organizers and everybody in these to understand more?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Because we're thinking when we are at home and we're watching, it's like, hands off.
No, you need to know exactly where you send. You can't just send your child somewhere. Let's say now, because the pageant requires, the winner of this pageant will be required to go compete overseas.
Yes, yes.
So with 100 other countries. So if your child happens to win, and you don't know anything about the pageant, and they're telling you now, I have to be in
Indonesia.
you know, a parent would automatically be like, what, human trafficking?
Yeah.
So support is the best thing that a parent can ever do.
Can I say support is the best teacher when it comes to such pageants as well?
Yes.
Okay. And what are some of the things that the child would be empowered in, or the young person entering, or somebody like yourself,
Like
you
you gain skills that you never thought you needed to have. Like I said, I never thought I had enough to can give to other people, you know. I always thought charities for rich people, like they are the ones who will donate and whatnot.
What about
whatnot.
confidence?
Yeah.
Do they help build it?
It does, because you do a whole lot of public speaking, and if you are a shy person, you walk out of your shell, you know. So there's so many people who have won the pageants before, and they will tell you, I used to be an introvert, but now I'm an extrovert. Not to say I'm extrovert, I'm an extroverted introvert, you know.
I forgot the name. They gave me the name the other day.
Yeah,
of the two.
yeah. So it builds you as a person. There's so
Right.
much to learn. Like I said, you become a hustler. You learn to network. You learn
You're
to
brave.
yes, and self-belief. You know, to say I can do this.
Wow.
You know, against all odds, I can do this.
Now, with your pageant, do I have to start here, or do I have to start somewhere else?
No,
You can just
no. Like I said, it's for married, divorced, and widowed women.
Okay.
So there's this other lady. She's like 65.
What?
I work with her closely, and then she says, "But why don't we get the same opportunity? Because at our time." During our time, we didn't have opportunities like this. So it's things like that. You don't have to start somewhere. You don't have to have a background, because there are workshops, there's mentoring in the pageant, where they mentor you into how to go about it, how to conduct yourself, how to dress, how to walk, things like that. So you don't have to be a certain body shape or size or whatever. Yeah, that's what's nice, because they understand that most of us are parents.
So what you put in with your
work, yeah.
that's what will make you
yes.
Mrs. Universe
Yes,
South
yeah.
Africa. Wow, Sabelo Matsimela says, I'm watching my sisters, wishing Auskile all the best,
Thank you.
supporting her. We wish you all the best as you will be moving forward. How Wina Akir, you are coming back before you go to
I will
Indonesia?
definitely.
You wanted to say Ethiopia, I said Indonesia to represent South Africa. We wish you
Yes.
all the best.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and may the Lord see your heart, and may He grow you. You know, I remember the prayer of Jabez that says, "What about the territory?" It says, "Enlarge my territory," and may He do that. Even afterwards, you
Amen.
be able to, help many, because many people are not doing what the Lord has called them because they are afraid. This is too big, and you said, "The bigger, the better." Bring it.
Yeah. Yeah. Even with me, I thought this is going to be big, I can't do
But
this.
it is big. But now, because you're doing
Yeah,
it.
no. Like, God sent me, like the people that are around me, that are supporting me, that are helping me through this pageant are people that I met from the 9th of August, you know.
What?
Yeah. So we have a team, we have a WhatsApp group. They manage some of my things. They come up with ideas, you know. So I believe there's a reason for everything. And God says, go.
Yeah.
You know.
Just go.
Yeah, just go.
Just go and trust him.
Yeah.
All right. So if we want to vote, do we vote? Do we need to vote?
Yes,
for
there's
you?
voting. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the amount.
Oh, no, the amount.
Okay,
but
okay.
you can tell us how to vote.
They can follow me on social media.
Okay.
It's author_Kelly Banks on Instagram.
Author_ Kelly Banks.
Kelly Banks,
Okay.
yeah. As in like Tyra Banks.
Yeah.
We related.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's author_Kelly Banks on Instagram, and then TikTok and Facebook it's author Kelly Banks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Kelly Banks, all of the best.
Thank you
Come
so
back
much.
with it, my queen.
Thank you.
All right. And yes, family, we are signing off. Me and Kelly Banks. Do you remember author _Kelly Banks on Instagram? Otherwise, author at Kelly Banks, ne? Is
No,
it
author Kelly Banks
on all other social media platforms, and we wish her all the best. I'm signing out. You and I are meeting tomorrow, same time, same place. Next up is Germany, Johan else on something else, and we say hello, Germany. Leaving you with these because Kile says we need to know we are unstoppable. We can do all things. The Bible says we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And so all of the best, and all of the best to you, my family. Keep moving forward. Yes, nearly end, but the Lord is with you.
Thank you.
Those are sounds of 3C Live. Unstoppable is the song that we are bringing to you as we say goodbye and hello to Germany. Johan else on something else.